So several eagle-eyed viewers have noticed when I'm using the Isochain, one of my all-time favorite isometric toys, in my videos, that it's not actually an Isochain, as I've been using this strap system instead, which is a modification that I've made to the product. So I wanted to make this video here to explain what it is, how I did it, in case you're curious and doing the same thing for yourself. Plus, it's a really good way to approach using just the handle, since Dragon Door is now selling this as a standalone product. With that said, do keep in mind that this is a personal modification that I've made to my own Isochain. It's not something that I've tested out in some sort of safety settings and stuff. So I can't vouch for the safety and effectiveness of this beyond my own experience. So user beware and use at your own risk. So this is kind of what I do, is I'll take a product that I really enjoy using and stuff, and then I start thinking, yeah, but how can it be made better? Because things can always be made better, right? And so what I did was I attached this strap instead of the stock Dragon Door chain and experienced several benefits. The first of which is just size and weight. This is a heck of a lot more lightweight, compact, and portable than this big, bulky, heavy chain, making it ideal for portability, especially when using just the handle, which is great for when I travel to see clients at home. The other advantage is adjustability. This is done on a simple cam buckle, which is attached to the handle itself, making sure that I can adjust just the height of the cam buckle to address what height I want the handle at quickly and easily, versus the chain. You have the carabiners, you have to unclip and then test and then put it down, clip again, and so forth. Much more of a cumbersome process. And then a little thing is sound. This is heavy, bulky kind of chain hitting down on the metal plate and stuff. This is a much more quiet, gentle, easy to use thing, especially if you're using it on tile and hardwood floor when you're setting the handle up and down. So the modification is made up of two parts. The first, of course, is the primary strap. And I'll have a link down below to where you can kind of find this. This is a 14-foot long, 1.5 inch wide strap from Strapworks with a 2-inch cam buckle to it, although this isn't nylon. This is seatbelt webbing. And I usually prefer seatbelt webbing over nylon in most applications for several reasons. It's extremely compact. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's very, very lightweight. It's extremely pliable as well, in case that's something that's necessary for the application. And it also wears extremely well. Nylon typically is a little bit more fibrous. Sometimes when you're using it with these types of cam buckles, it wears over time. Seatbelt webbing is bulletproof. It's got a longer shelf life than Twinkies. You go to a junkyard and they've got an old beat up rusty car that's certainly past its use, and you go in and it's still got perfectly good, almost looking brand new seat belts inside. So all of those are reasons why I much prefer this material over nylon. And then the other piece is something, I'm not exactly sure where I picked this up. I think it was a hardware store or just a Home Depot, and it's a carabiner with a triangular type of look to it. This is exactly the right width for the strap, and the ring on the handle fits perfectly in this curved part here, and it slips right into the area where the cam buckle attaches to the strap, making sure that the cam buckle is attached to the physical handle so that the two don't get separated, making adjustments more difficult. And then from there, setup is real easy. You just simply run the strap through the spring on the base plate of the Isochain, or you can just simply stand on the strap or attach it to a high anchor point for things like ab press downs, tricep press downs, and so on. And you just hit the button on the cam buckle to adjust the handle exactly where you want it to be and use the Isochain as you normally would. So it's a really simple process. It's nothing really complicated to it, but it is one of those things that takes a little bit more just getting used to in order to use it differently from the chain. But I find overall it's a much simpler, more portable, and much more efficient way to set up for the Isochain. So let me know if you have any other further questions down below that I could answer for you, and check out, of course, review videos on the Isochain and other isometric videos here as well. Thank you very much for watching. Be fit and live free.